Would you leave the chaos, food festivals, and family of Kolkata for a completely different life in Sydney? We did. We did. And honestly, some things were exactly as we imagined, while others surprised us completely. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Kolkata to Sydney. Today I'm sharing our journey from Kolkata to Sydney, what changed, what we miss and what we love, and whether moving here was actually worth it. Why we moved? Well, like many families, we were looking for new opportunities, a different kind of lifestyle and the chance to experience life in another country. Australia offered career growth, a great education system and a reputation for work-life balance. But most importantly, so our journey was, he came on primary sponsored work visa, I came here on dependent work visa. After that, we applied for a permanent residency in Sydney, in New South Wales. We got our permanent residency and then we moved our way into citizenship. The first impressions of Sydney. So the first thing that struck us was the space. The wide roads, the huge parks, the clean streets, and so much greenery around. Coming from Kolkata, where life is always happening around you, Sydney was incredibly calm. The second surprise, how early everything closes and even starts. In Kolkata, you can find food shops, malls, restaurants, and people almost any time of the day and night. In Sydney, many places are quiet by evening. What we miss about Kolkata? No matter how much you enjoy a new country, there are things you never stop missing. The food is definitely at the top of the list. Like any Kolkata person who's been in Kolkata, who has lived their life in Kolkata like me knows, the food is quite nothing as Kolkata food anywhere in the world you go. So the food is definitely at the top of the list. Nothing quite replaces a Kolkata biryani, rolls from a local stall, or a spontaneous evening of street food. And of course, then there's family and friends. Living overseas means missing birthdays, festivals, and those random weekend gatherings that often you take for granted. And of course, Durga Puja. Sydney celebrates Durga Puja too, but there's something special about experiencing it in Kolkata. You don't get to feel the vibe, you don't get to hear that hake rawaj when you move from one pandal to another. Of course, in Sydney, we also recently have started doing the pandal hopping, but it's probably nothing close to home. So what we love about Sydney? Sydney has definitely given us things we didn't fully appreciate until we lived here. The outdoor lifestyle is amazing. The beaches, the parks, even the walking tracks, there's always somewhere beautiful to explore. The work-life balance is definitely another big positive. People genuinely make time for family. Hobbies and weekends are for your family. Rarely would you find somebody working in MNCs like us spending the weekends not with families. And as parents, we love how family friendly the city is. There are playgrounds everywhere, safe public spaces, and plenty of activities for kids. The reality check, of course, Sydney isn't perfect. Nowhere is. The cost of living can be very high. Rent, childcare, and eating out can be very, very expensive compared with what many people are used to in India. Building a new social circle also, I would say, takes time. When you start moving countries, you start from scratch in many ways. So the big question many people have asked me is, was it worth it? For us, I would say yes. Not because one city is better than the another, but because they offer very different lifestyles. Kolkata will always be my home. Sydney has become the place where we are building the next chapter of our lives. My daughter, she's born in this country. She calls this country her home. She's more Australian in any ways than Indian. Not something that I'm very proud of or not proud of, but that's who she is. And this is where we have our life. At the same time, we have our very dear families, our parents, our siblings, our extended families, some friends over in Kolkata in India. So definitely it's very hard for us to choose which one is better. Probably both have a different place in our hearts. If you're considering a move from Kolkata or anywhere in India to Australia, I'd love to hear your thoughts and questions in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more stories about life, travel, and family adventures in Sydney. So until then, stay tuned. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.